Welcome, lords and ladies of fate. In this stream, we play various tabletop role-playing games as you, the audience, earn fate chips that can be used to reward or punish your favorite players or their characters. You earn fate chips by watching, following, subscribing, or just contributing to the game. They can then use those fate chips to make the player say silly lines or give them skill bonuses or affect their experience points depending on the outcome of certain situations. Today we're playing Rifts by Palladium Books. Rifts is a post-apocalyptic Earth where all manner of beings and creatures have repopulated the Earth. With us we have Bill playing Demetrius, the Atlantean. What was the character? The Atlantean.
He's a Voyager.
Voyager. Okay.
True Atlantean Voyager.
And then we've got Chance playing as Felix, and Felix is the
Fox Totem Warrior.
Fox Totem Warrior. We'll be short one April, who will be playing a Atlantean mind melder named Sophia. And then we have myself playing Illustracraft, the princess from another dimension. And then, of course, to mediate the game, we have Julian as our GM.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. We find ourselves in the ruins of Buffalo. Our brave adventurers found it inhabited by cows, humanoid cows, probably minotaurs, riding books. Very bravely, Felix the Totem Warrior went forth to proclaim his friendship to the cow people. The cow people did not accept the friendship. They were not friendly at all. They were impolite, one might say. Fights ensued. Motors were blown up. Minotaurs went down. Totem warriors were hurt. A bit, anyway.
7 boats worth of totem warriors were defeated, of Minotaur warriors were defeated without a single one of them being touched.
This is very true.
Much honor was gained.
Many cows went down. Also, songs were being sung by the princess, who tried to befriend through the eternal and international language of lovely song. She convinced 5 Minotaurs to stay back and follow her love-struck. And so you continue forth into the heart of Buffalo to see what weirdness is going on and why the loudspeakers keep going moo in strange intervals. So, in the middle, I presume, is Felix on his horse. In the side ruins, I presume, once again, goes the very sneaky Atlanteans, who are very clever enough to actually stay behind cover. And surrounded by cow people, Illustra. Once in a while, Illustra, you are given strange, one could call them flowers, but really they're twigs. And moss and algae in strange lumps. They consider it flowers, apparently, and gives you them with strange love-struck eyes. Do you do anything while walking down these submerged streets of Buffalo?
For right now, I'll just accept them pleasantly and continue to follow the group. Not trying to cause any ruckus or anything that might turn them hostile again.
What about you, Bill?
The only thing I would have tried to do is maybe collect a few of those Kitani rifles.
Yes?
And sling them across my shoulder or something, just to take them along with us.
You have not a fine contraband, but something along those lines skill, don't you? Salvage or something, I seem to remember.
Yeah, I do have fine contraband, actually.
Oh, cool. Roll me one of that, just to see how many and what condition you get.
I have a 24 out of 44.
That's pretty good. Well, you find 4 working Kitani rifles. And I'll give you the make in just
Pretty
a
penny
minute.
worth.
Oh, they should be. Definitely.
I mean, if you're into that whole sort of thing.
Yeah. For you, they're just really long sticks with of metal going boo. Here we go. K500 railguns.
All right.
They're pretty heavy, but since you have supernatural strength, that's not really a problem. And Sophia is also running around with supernatural strength at this point, so she can carry some of them, I guess. Cool. Well, Felix?
Walking brazenly forward. Maybe, putting a bandage over where I took a railgun to the chest and barely even flinched.
Oh, I seem to remember, didn't Sophia have healing abilities?
Yes, she does. She can actually perform psychic surgery or anything such as that needs to be done to heal you.
And since
I guess
it's
we
actually
were right beside each other because we were both on the boats.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You walked for a while, so she could do that. It's basically hit points and SDC when you get right down to it, so she can heal that. So just you're at maximum again.
68 out of 68.
Well, as you head on into the center, Demetrius, you definitely begin to notice the presence of ley lines, as in more than one. You are heading towards a small but still a nexus. You don't feel any rifts at this point, but you have a feeling that it's not unusual along these lines. Chance you have that detection thing, like dog boys and stuff like that, right? Yeah, roll me one of those.
Sense supernatural as per dog boy. Well, technically that's only when I'm in my animal form.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah, it's only when I'm in my animal form.
Cool. Well, you can all make me a perception test then.
Perception plus 6. Nat 20? Is that okay? It says high score. Did I break it? Is that all right?
Yeah, probably, yeah. Should do it.
Did you say he had a fly on his head?
Yeah, several actually. One of them behind you for some reason. You know exactly where it is, and you crush it.
I do have heightened senses and perfect vision and heightened senses as even in my normal form.
True. Still, you're a bit impressed with yourself, to be honest.
Yeah.
How about Demetrius and Illustra?
Demetrius got a 19, 18 with +1, and Illustra has an 8. And I think she has like +4 or something, but we're gonna leave it alone. probably not good enough yet.
That's Sophia.
Oh, you mean
Yeah.
Sophia?
Sophia, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I got a 7. What's going on here? Okay, we're good, I think. Are we?
Looks like we're offline on Twitch.
We are offline.
What's going on here? Okay, I think we are back.
But mostly exterior, which I don't need. Sorry, different conversation.
It's okay.
All right, yeah, I think we're okay.
I imagine it's a fun one getting cut into as the stream went up again.
Right. Sorry, I'm trying to get you guys a camera to see me too.
Oh,
All right, we're good.
We'll figure it out.
Whenever we have technical difficulties, I always give chat a bunch of fate chips to reward them for our lack of being able to do things.
We're happy to sing, or something like that. Just saying.
Get it backwards.
Anyway, did you make a perception roll?
I got a 7.
A 7. Okay, you do not notice a lot of things, except for the minor souls. Well, both Felix and Demetrius notice, especially Felix, of course, that on the roofs of most of the higher ruins, cow people are gathering. They are not in extreme sniper position, but they are watching you with their guns ready, kinda just following your progress. You also notice that on the walls of these ruins are graffiti of what seems like a two-dimensional cow, a buffalo, one might say. Demetrius, you do seem to recognize the symbols around it as being somewhat different than you would expect in these places. They worry you.
See if I'll try and figure them out, I guess.
What languages did you have again?
I have lore magic, or I have several other different languages. Ancient Greek, American, and Dragonese.
None of those languages is what you know, but you can make me a low magic roll if you want to.
Okay. Ooh, just made it 46 out of 48.
These are Demogorgon letters.
Oh.
Demo dogs?
Well, no. Well, kind of, I guess. Demon dogs talk this as well. But demon language.
All right. Do I sense any supernatural evil within? This is. I can't find it, but it's in here somewhere.
Do you remember about? Is it miles? Is it meters?
I think it's 1,000 feet, but I'm not quite sure. And it's
Oh,
specifically for vampires.
oh, you definitely don't notice no vampires.
Okay.
But you do see in the distance a rather big building it looks kind of ruined, but also rebuilt. Contrary to the rest of the ruins that are mostly square buildings, this one seems round and quite tall. You see a sign, well, what's left of a sign, with an S and a T followed by something that's missing and ending at an O and an N.
Okay.
And you notice coming up from the walls are these hovering platforms. They are round and quite familiar to you, Demetrius. These are slaver barges.
Oh. That's not nice.
Felix and Illustra, if you have Lord Demon monsters, you can roll if you know what slaver barges are as well.
Oh, what do you know I do?
I thought you might.
I do have demons and monsters.
It's only a
but
46, but that would be a success.
Nice.
I think that's my first skill check I've succeeded on.
I was going to say, I think that last one was my first succession too.
I did not get a success this time.
Oh no. That's fair.
Yeah.
It actually would be. It's kind of fitting that you don't know what the slaver barge is. Well, usually at these slaver barges there are tentacle creatures in the middle. This is kind of changing at this point, where you see sort of have a minotaur armored controlling these. But a slaver barge is something that are used by the Spookorth slavers when they catch people with their blind warrior women and plasma nets and sell them at Atlantis slave markets, or just, eat them because they're hungry. They are quite rare outside of Spookorth control. You know this, Demetrius? And also quite hard to maintain, really. It's high tech on quite a high level. On these barges are, of course, the half Minotaur controllers. There are 3 of the barges, and on the middle one you see the very well-dressed cowman. Ah, yes, exactly.
Like, I know this imagery.
Classic. And you hear the sound of loudspeakers from the barges. You have entered the domain of Lord Bollocks.
Bollocks!
Bollocks.
Sounds familiar.
You dare to hurt the minions of Lord Bollocks, and so you will pay.
No. None of your minions have been touched at all. Not a single one has been injured. We did break a few engines, though, so... But, no, we haven't touched a single one.
There's a bit of silence. Then you notice some of them talking to each other. The shiny man looks around, looking kind of bored. You have subverted the minions of Lord Bollocks and
Only
made
temporarily. They're
traitors
good to go now.
of them, and so you will pay.
No, they're all back now. Like, they'd followed us for a little bit, but they're
Lord
good now.
Bollocks commands you to run the gauntlet.
Oh boy.
Run the gauntlet. I think I'm gonna have to pass. Thanks, though. It sounds interesting. What if instead of that, we put up a campfire, we got a whole bunch of fire, water, and wacky weed, and we just had like a big bonfire. I'll cook celery, and we can make some lamb chops. Like,
Oh, a party. That sounds like a
carrots.
great idea.
Stay on the lamb chops, eh?
They're not lamb people, they're cow people. They were going to eat us, so I assume they're meat eaters.
Enough with the gobbledygook.
No, it's English. I don't know gobbledygook.
Bollocks.
Some of my friends tried to teach me gobbledygook, but I never could pick it up, sorry.
Bow, you moron!
What?
Bow to Lord Bollocks.
Bow wow. Bow chicka bow wow.
Ooh, let the dogs out.
You notice the minotaurs on the roofs and the other slave barges beginning to point their guns down in your general direction.
I'm doing what you told me to do, but I'm still telling you guys. Let's light a fire. Let's pass the peace pipe around. I got some fire water. Let's hang out. We're kindred spirits. I grew up on the plains with all of the great white buffalo out there, the spirit buffalo. Like, we're practically cousins here.
They do not seem interested in your diplomatic relations.
Go figure.
I know it is quite kind of hard to read the faces of cows, but they seem angry.
Well, what does this gauntlet entail?
You will sail the gauntlet, the labyrinth of Lord Bollocks.
Where is it at? Because, I mean, we're actually not trying to stay here. We're just walking through, and you guys came after us, and we tried to say hello, but I didn't want to hurt any of you guys, because you seem kind of cool, but we're just walking through.
The gauntlet lies behind us. He gestures backwards.
Okay. So, like, on the other side of the station, I mean, the Stein?
This is correct.
Alright, so I start walking towards the station and towards this giant slave barge.
The rest of you?
Sure, let's do this.
Well, you just gonna find the right bar. Here we go. Oh, wrong one. How fitting.
Sometimes it just works out.
Exactly. Well, you are let into the interior of this round, very large building.
Oh, no. I don't actually go into the building because the slave barge is, like, right in front of it, right? Or is it in the building?
Oh, it's hovering above the walls.
Oh, so it's too high to, like, reach?
Yeah, I guess your character could do some parkour stuff.
Because those engines are pretty vulnerable on there. Just saying.
Oh, well, remember that the barges is not the boats.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That right there, that little engine that's hanging off the bottom of it, those engines right there.
Oh, you want to shoot the eyes?
Yeah, that's the thing that makes it float, right?
Nope, those are separate.
Oh, I thought that's what made it float. So it's just a magic floaty, there's no
It's
Technical
basically an
infamy.
eye. It's used for a magic camera, more or less.
Are the blind ladies on there, or is it
Not
loaded
this time,
right
no.
now?
It's just minotaurs instead of the blind ladies and the slaver.
So they got themselves a slave barge.
Yep. Well, 3 of them actually.
And Kitami weapons too.
Well, I mean, with my supernatural strength, I could probably jump up there.
You could, probably. I mean,
I would like to, as I get close to it, to jump up to it. Jump up on top of it.
I think we're gonna roll for initiative then.
Oh boy.
I can do a climb check, I guess, or...
That's probably what you're gonna start with when we get to the initiative. But I think we're gonna do an initiative. They're probably gonna react to you jumping up at the wall.
I don't have any weapons in my hands. I'm just jumping up on top of it.
No, this is true. This is true.
They said to come this way, so I'm coming this way. Like,
you
come this way.
have destroyed several of their boats.
Yeah, but not a single herd of them, though.
No, but they might consider you somewhat dangerous, is what I'm saying.
That's okay. If they start shooting the railguns at me and miss, they're blowing up their own barge.
Nonetheless, I think initiative roll for those who want to participate in this action.
Plus 2. Dang. Only a 10.
Okay, I got.
Oh, well, I'm last.
Nat 20. Nat 20 for Sophia.
Would my sixth sense be kicking in?
Yeah, it would. It
Okay.
would.
And I got a 9 for Demetrius. Nat 20 for Sophia. Jeez.
Yeah, 20. Felix got 10.
And then the other question I have is, would my good karmic power still be activated?
Yes, they would.
All right. Oh, nat 20. It's plus 8, so 28.
Some good rolls today. Somebody said redeem a group encounter, so we're making it happen.
The gods of light want you to succeed. They do not like these cow people. They are evil cow people.
If they want to intercede, that'd be great too.
Well, they rarely do accept the dice. Anyway, I guess we're starting out with Elastra then. You notice that Felix is readying himself to jump. You are probably aware that this will result in them getting a bit skittish.
All right. I think I'm going to try to appeal to his smarter senses and just kind of say, hey, I think we should just try to go along with this.
Give me a charm.
All right. Oh, that's the
You
good
trying to charm me? Man, I got
Guess so.
some fun ideas going on here.
You do?
I'm making a group encounter happen. Chat request.
one. Yeah.
Definitely, it's gonna be quite a big group.
6 out of 100. Or,
Okay, she is extremely convincing. You're not quite sure if she can talk to animals yet. I mean, it's animal people so far, but she can talk to people. God damn it, she can talk to people. She makes a lot of sense. Whole lot of sense. And especially with those eyes. Those eyes make a lot of sense.
Fine. I will keep walking in.
They
Demetrius and Sophia look at each other and like,
you see the Minotaurs gently lowering their weapons.
Ah! Ah.
They are quite
Talk
jumpy.
a little.
Quite jumpy cow people. As you, if you do follow, please note if you don't, inside this round building, you see what I've revealed on Roll20 and is what is behind me on my lovely background. A somewhat rebuilt stadium of, well, it seems labyrinth of buildings, really. You do see a lot of humans and human-like DBs in chains, carrying around materials, welding plates to some of the buildings. And at the waterfront that you can see in the picture, there's a boat where you are led to. A boat that I will also reveal. A little further down than the stadium.
What if we just freed all the slaves? Broke their chains, quite literally. Ka-chink!
You notice about 23 slaves on your way. There's probably more. Most of them are hungry and not really in a fighting mood. However, there is a couple of them that seems either to be recent or used for more physical labor, and so a bit more hardened, so to speak. One of them with a bionic arm.
And how many, now that we're inside, how many cow people are here?
Well, again, you can't see them all, of course, but you would probably assume that most of them would be here, and you see about 50 of them.
They all fit inside the building?
Well, they're standing around on the roofs of buildings and stuff like that.
I thought we
You
were
see some of
inside a
them.
building now.
Yeah,
They-
but kind of inside an open building. If you look at the
Oh,
picture,
okay.
it's kind of this
Oh, gotcha. So
dome,
we're in. Okay.
bowl thingy.
Yeah, so the big, like, stadium building thing.
Exactly.
Okay.
And you're being led to the waterway that seems to go into the closed section of this.
Okay.
Anything else you wanna notice?
Are we being led to the boat or are we being led to a doorway?
You are muted.
Oh.
You lost one?
Sorry, dog's barking. Are we being led to the boat or to the like an open doorway?
To the opening where the boat is by the water.
Okay.
The little dinghy.
And how many? So you said about 50 minotaurs. How many prisoners are there?
23 slaves.
About. Again, you probably assume that there's more about in the buildings and outside and such, but that's what you see on your way.
A few dozen.
Exactly.
Thanks for that follow. Was that Nija 1999? Appreciate that.
Welcome. But you notice that the guy with the bionic arm is following you with his eyes. A Minotaur pushes him on and he keeps welding, but he keeps keeping his concentration on you. And as the Minotaur guard passes on to his duties, he very quietly speaks to his fellow slave. I'm just gonna change. You can see how they look. So these two people.
I need a refill.
They seem like when they're walking around, that the other slaves kind of defer to them,
Mm-hmm.
so to speak. Not in a frightened way, but more in a respectful way. But they are hit a lot by the Minotaurs. It takes about 10 minutes for you to get to the boat, so this is what you notice.
So are we going there as a pack, the four of us? Like, together?
Yeah, you're together, yes,
Okay.
definitely. The love-struck Minotaurs has been taken away. You are quite sure that they are being punished quite severely. And you also, well, Demetrius and Sophia also notices that the Nexus I mentioned is in the middle of this building.
Oh boy.
That doubles the strength of a spell, right?
It
Yeah.
does.
Would you say that
Indeed.
this place is 200 meters across? 100 meters across?
Yeah.
Like it's 2 football fields,
Yeah.
1 football fields.
I would say 1 football field.
So it's about
yes.
100 meters across.
Yeah.
Do we really want to go through with this gauntlet?
Oh, we might at least
Are
be
you
able to.
whispering that to us?
We might at least be able to put ourselves in a better position to defend ourselves.
Put us in a better position. I can make certain that there is approximately 80% that leave. 20% of 50 is 10 left.
Well, this brand new
Going by
armor that I
numbers.
got isn't doing too well, so I don't know.
You still get that egg on you?
No, that's with Slick.
Well, if you want to do something before the boat, you are quite welcome to try.
If they want a boat, we can boat. No party rule here.
Completely up to you.
Mm.
Well, off game, it's completely up to you. In game, you do seem kind of pressured by the rail guns at your back. They do seem to really want you to get in this boat. Now for a very important question. Does any of you have any pilot boats?
Nope.
No.
That's why I don't want to get in the boat.
I believe Sophia can pilot a sailboat.
Oh yeah, she's from the Water Clan, right? Cool.
Yeah, she has sailing.
Excellent.
I just don't much like violence.
80% of them won't be violent.
That's quite a lot of them.
80%, or we just get on the boat and sail.
Yeah, and sail into whatever nightmare they have that we're supposed to fail. It's probably going to be more violence. These cow people seem to only understand violence. The great peaceful spirit has left them.
Well, those 5 gentlemen that followed me seemed very nice.
Yeah, but they got taken away to be beaten. Maybe
Yeah.
tenderized.
Demetrius and Sophia definitely can't stand the fact that they're slaves here.
I don't like that either.
Yeah, that's. I am perfectly happy to, like, before I saw the slaves, it was like, okay, well, maybe there's a misunderstanding. They have slaves. Now I am perfectly willing to kill them all. Not just the men, but the women and the children.
Oh gosh.
They're all ants too.
You don't really see any cow people children. You're not sure how the women look. So
They're the ones without the horns.
well, all of the cow people you've seen so far has had horns.
Yeah, so talk about a meat market.
Yeah.
I guess we can give it a
Or
shot.
we can get on the boat and follow their plans.
Well, Sophia offers to take Illustra and go for the boat as possibly a way to get out of here. If we want to, you and I take on the 80% or the 20%.
Decision time.
I'm fine with that plan.
With taking care of them right now rather than getting on the boat.
Yeah. Or maybe we can go up and me and Sophia can go free some of those prisoners. That might be helpful too.
Creating a distraction. We can do that too.
Well, I think it's time for me to assume my large animal form.
Indeed.
I think I'm going to go ahead and become a large fox. You know, a fox the size of a BMW.
This is a very large fox.
Which it does cost a little bit of my magic, which is fine. I think it's 10.
Now, I assume you have a horror factor.
No, but I'll take care of that.
I assume you will soon have a horror factor.
Well, so there's this spell that I have. It's called Fear. It gives me a horror factor of 16 to anything within 100 meters.
Excellent.
That's step number 2, and it only has a 5 PPE cost. So for 15 PPE, I turn into a fox the size of a car,
freaking fox.
Freaking fox.
and do a fox chitter roar, and give myself a horror factor of 16.
Excellent.
Unless they have a bonus of resistance against horror factor, that means approximately 80% of them have been horrored and will be running and cowering.
Plenty of them probably will. I am gonna roll a lot of dice just to see what happens, but yes.
Just running the numbers. I mean, of course the dice gods can hate us, and like 40 of the 50.
Oh, of course.
Which would be unfortunate.
I'm just gonna roll some averages and see what happens. Oh shit.
Dang.
That is an extremely freaking good roll.
More than half.
And 2 natural 20s, that was... Aye. Anyway, well, the one standing next to you is definitely scared of this giant fox. A lot of other people, well, dinosaurs and other people, well, you can't really direct it, I guess.
No, it's basically...
It's everybody. So the people and the cow people do turn frightened and runs away. Quite a lot of them do. There are also some of them that is trying to get behind cover and trying to take aim with their railguns. Quite a few more than you would expect and would want.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
From such a maneuver, really.
Dice gods weren't with us.
No. You win some, you lose some. This is a surprise attack that I guess you have discussed going on the way. So I will also give the rest of the group one surprise attack that happens at the same time that this happens.
All right.
So, in my giant fox form, I can move 30 miles an hour.
But we'll get to that once the other people have done their surprise attack as well, and we'll do some initiative. I'm sure you'll do fine when we get to that. You'll do fine.
So Sophia is going to throw on her knight in full armor tattoo, which gives her an extra 25
Seems like a good idea.
MDC. And then her next move will be to throw up a force field over both her and Illustra.
Oh.
And then Demetrius is just going to... Let's see. What are you going to do, Demetrius?
What would Demetrius do?
Okay, he's going to do Heart Encircled by Chains, Invulnerability, 75 mega damage per level.
Also quite a good idea. Yes, yes.
Yep. And then he's going to, of course, pull out his flaming sword and yarg and start running at something.
And
We're gonna barbecue.
That's an actual hand-to-hand style in one of the books coming up in World Book Norway. Hand-to-hand yarg. Good. Illustra?
Since there seems like there's plenty of distractions, I'm going to see what I can do about sneaking off and climbing up to where I saw those prisoners.
Well, they're pretty much all around. Do you think do you mean
Yes.
the particular ones, the one
Yeah.
with the bionic arm and the woman? Yeah. You could probably get there with a good prowl roll.
Well, let's see. I rolled 1.
Damn! Again, the dice god gives and the dice god takes away, and it goes both ways. You are very, very sneaky. Extremely sneaky.
Very sneaky, sir.
You are the ninja princess. As you hide behind very scared minotaurs and slaves, pretty much when they turn away, you turn with them in cartoonish style, without making a sound, going every now and then, and that just kind of happens to work. You reach the walkway where you notice the 2 people talking, and you see another one approaching them in the disturbance being caused. I'll just reveal them as well. Him as well, sorry. And they're pointing down towards you, the 3 of them, and discussing, it seems, what to do about this whole thing. So you are by their side when combat
Okay.
begins. So, once again, let's go into initiative. Once more into the fray.
GM question for you.
Yep.
Would the magical spell, level 4 invocation, repel animals?
No, actually no, because I've seen a discussion in one of the FAQs that it concerns dog boys, and it doesn't work on them. So
It was worth a shot.
yeah, definitely.
Oh, initiative.
And 11 from Illustra.
That's my initiative. What was that? A plus? There it is. Plus 2. $20. Non-natural.
So 11 for
And an 11 from Bill.
11 for Sophia, which she has a +3, so that's her sixth sense would obviously be going off too, wouldn't it?
Oh yes, most definitely.
So, sixth sense. +6 to initiative, plus her natural 3, so that's another 9. So she's at 20, and then
20. Cool.
let's see here. Slash. And roll 20 hates me again.
Demetrius is the ponderous type. He takes his time. He chooses his targets. It's fine.
That's about what he's going to do because he's last in line, I guess.
Do you have any bonuses, or is it just a 7?
I don't have anything written down for initiative, so I'm going to say no.
It's just a 7 then for now. Let's see. Yes. Well, then it's Sophie and Felix at the same time at 20.
Sophia's going to do her knight in armor, and the next thing she's going to do is throw the telekinetic bubble around her and Illustra.
She tries to throw the bubble around Illustra and notices that Illustra is no longer there.
Well, so throw the bubble up anyways.
Yeah. Where did the princess go?
We were always
she's gonna
getting into
search-
trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, Felix?
So I guess I'm gonna go all like Japanese nine-tailed fox spirit style and basically 30-mile-an-hour trot, hop, jump up into like the side area halfway up where some of these minotaurs that aren't scared are, and just that's. I mean, my first action is going to be a movement action because there's no way I can do anything else going that far. But
How fast would you say
30
you were?
miles an hour.
No, then not in one melee action, no, but it's damn
And it
close.
can go from 0 to 30 with no speed up time. Just does 30.
I mean, you use one attack. I'll judge you use one attack and you are up there with some of them and can hit them in the next click. Definitely. Yes. What the hell was that? This does not help the Minotaurs that are very scared of you. They are now a bit more scared of you because you are very fast monstrous slugs. Scary monstrous slugs. Cool. And it's the Minotaur's turn. So, one of the Minotaurs that you are standing next to, Felix, does try to stab out at you with a bayonet on his railgun. I gather you would like to parry. James?
Oh, sorry. I thought you said Bill. Yes, Terry. Smart.
If you want to, I'm not forcing you, but
I'll parry that. Let me double check. My hand-to-hand expert gives me no bonus to parry yet. Okay, so I only have a +2. 14 to parry.
You, that will not do it. You are stabbed by vibroblade. Stabby stab.
Roll with? I guess that would take an action.
You get 11
Okay.
damage of stabbiness. Most of the Minotaurs do nothing but go into cover. One of them do try to shoot at both Demetrius and Sophia. Well, one each. So, Demetrius, do you want to dodge?
Yes, I would prefer to dodge. And that here. And hopefully Roll20 doesn't hate me again.
Well, no, you don't need to dodge. I rolled a 2.
Oh, good. He shot himself in the hoof.
So he just kind of goes around and, well, a lot of the buildings.
Hopefully I don't cause us to make a TPK. That would be bad.
Yes, yeah, that would be very sad indeed. So early in and everything. The other one who shoots at Sophia is a bit more lucky, and would she like to dodge?
She doesn't bother. She just lets the field take it.
Fair enough. That's 16 and one more. Oh, 17. 17 MDC. from automatic fire. You notice a couple of the cow people are also trying to hurt the slaves in front of them, trying to set them up as human shields. And a couple of the more, what should you say, bulky and better armored, shinier cow people heading towards what kind of looks like a separate hanging building on the wall. Think of a box made of glass protruding, so to speak. But the glass is only one way, so you can't see what's going on inside. It kind of seems like it's growing out of it. One might call it a spectator place. But they're hurrying towards that. That was the threat of the mighty Minotaurs. And we go on to Illustra, who is prowling next to the white-haired lady and the bionic man.
Yeah, I'll just kind of say, this is going to be a jailbreak, and take the vibro knife and try to cut the manacles off of them. If they've got.
They look quite surprised, a bit jumpy, until they notice you are definitely not a cow person, and goes along with you, trying to cut off the manacles. It takes a while. They are quite big manacles, but you are onto it, so to speak. Which brings us to Demetrius.
So Demetrius is going to run towards the closest bunch of them, the Minotaurs. But as he does so, hopefully he's passing by the guy with the bionic arm, and he tosses him one of the Kitani railguns.
Even if you just toss them at their feet, you're probably strong enough to throw it 20 feet.
Oh, I could throw it a lot more. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's more like they're up in this walkway, so you have to throw it up there. You know what? Give me a strike roll. Let's see how well you hit.
All right. Please tell me that wasn't me. You just rolled that one, correct?
Yeah, that's a D6, and it was
Okay.
me.
There it is.
Yeah.
And he's got a
Much better. You notice that you just throw it in such a nice curve. It just flows through the air. The time kind of slows down, and it's going boom, boom, boom. Almost hearing the sound of da 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 dun 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 dun. As the bearded bionic man looks at this perfect curves and grabs out with his bionic
A Marvel
arm,
moment.
grabs it and goes, hell fucking yeah! And points it towards Minotaurs.
Right about now is when
Which-
Led Zeppelin music kicks in.
Definitely. Well, let's start from the top once more. Let's go with Felix.
All right,
You are by Stabby.
yeah,
Guy.
Mr. Stabby Guy is gonna get punched in the throat.
I can totally understand that. I mean,
You almost
I
paint
would
my
be
spring
angry
with
too.
water.
Another die 20 plus 2. That's... Apparently I'm not very used to being in the fox form. I go to nip at him and, like, forget that... I try to use my front paws, forgetting that I'm in fox form.
Your arms are just not fitted to go. He seems a bit less worried now than he was before, honestly. Sophia?
So Sophia range
She
is
melts
100.
their minds.
I was going to say, is anybody within 100 feet of me?
Oh, yes.
All right. That cow gets picked up, turned around. Now the gun faces at its own people.
Moo! That's the cow.
When cows
Yes,
fly.
this works. Yes, good of pumpkins. Well, they have no resistance towards this because they are just totally normal minotaurs and don't know what's happening. So the cows are flying. Well, one of them is flying, which makes more of them fly, which again exacerbates the situation of fear going on. This is not how it was supposed to go. You were supposed to be fun, just entertaining these cow people for the day, maybe serve us food. But all of a sudden you go into all sorts of weird stuff like turning into foxes, throwing around guns, and just being very impolite. I mean, honestly.
I tried politeness.
They are not happy.
I tried to be polite. I even offered
you
them
did,
the
you
peace
did.
pipe.
You did indeed. You did indeed. They are very unhappy about the whole situation, and some of them wants to get some sort of vengeance. Mr. Stabby Guy wish to be Mr. Stabby Guy once more.
Yep, uh-huh. Not so funny, is it, punk?
Mr. Stabby Guy gets much too full of himself, going ha 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 ha. This is nothing. I say. Well, he actually goes moo 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 moo. Tries to just ram you, slips over the railing and goes ah, and then oh right moo.
Cow jumps over the moon.
Indeed.
Try to.
So there's flying cows and falling cows.
Yes, they go all around the place. Gravity is just left for today, I guess. Well, there are, however, still a couple of cows that will try to shoot somewhat at some of you. They do seem like this Native American guy seems quite dangerous, really. I mean, people seem to be falling everywhere he goes and just going ah. So one of them will try to shoot.
I will dodge for cover.
I think that's a very good idea. Oh, that's the wrong dice.
Hopefully you can find a BMW-sized hole to fit yourself into.
Well, I rolled a 10.
I rolled an 11.
Ah,
You singed my hair.
A couple of your feathers.
What's
well,
a flaming fox?
there's the small spectral fox going. That was pretty much the cow people at this point. Some stuff is going on behind the scenes, but don't know, so no reason to do something about that. Well, we will go on to Illustra.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep trying to free people, get them the ability to fight, and let them know that we're freeing them, so they can help out as they see fit. I guess I'll tell people to start heading down to the boat.
Fair enough. Some of them looks at you and go, but the boat leads into the labyrinth.
Oh, isn't there two directions, or is that enclosed in?
It's
a
down.
Disney ride.
We're gonna steal the slave barge.
It only goes.
Well, if it only goes one way, then I'll
But-
tell them to go down by the boat.
Good idea. But you do help a lot of people. They are much less scared of you once you just go around, and there's not really any of the cow people that concentrates on you because there are much more dangerous things going on. So you're pretty good at this point. The first person you released was, of course, the Bionic Man, so he could go the and is trying to shoot some of the cow people that are hiding behind something, but with their back to him, unfortunately. So scratch some cow people. And we go on to Demetrius.
Okay, so I saw those guys run into that glass fixture, whatnot. What's holding it up?
Spray it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's holding it up?
It seems like steel bars or something.
All right, I aim for the steel bars. Take a nice called aim shot. I'm trying to blow out the supports so the whole thing falls down.
Give me a strike roll.
Yeah, I gotta remember which computer I'm putting this on. I don't know what I'm doing here.
I'm not sure any of us do.
Yeah, I think you're doing
plus
fine.
bonus.
Enter. Aha! 18. Natural. Plus. Yeah.
Very nice.
So I'm just doing a called shot to the steel beams underneath the.
You notice as the shot hits directly where you want to. This is precise. You are slow, but precise. That a meter before it hits instead a force field around the box. But do give me some damage to
Okay.
the force field.
What were those Kentani rifles doing? How much does it? Yeah. Yeah. 66. You're gonna make me count all that many? No. There you go, 19 mega damage.
Not bad.
Better than half by 1.
Right. Well, you do notice that most of the Minotaurs has gone into either cover or away from the buildings. Most of the slaves have either hidden or being released. There is some activity by the box, which we will address in a moment. You do notice, Demetrius, and Sophia will as well, that activity seems to be happening within this activity related to ley lines. And Felix, would you mind giving me a sense stuff?
Yeah. Let me see what my percentage is. Forgot to write down that percentage last time when I looked at it before for Dog Boy. I think it was like 60% if I remember right. Mind Melter. There we go. Dog Boy. Sense, Psychic, and Magic Energy. Base skill 40. No, it is not 60. Is there a bonus or anything being on a ley line? Okay. / roll 1d100 less than 50. 40. Haha.
You most definitely sense the presence of powerful supernatural energy within evil energy. Something that does not belong.
Okay.
But before we address that, I think we'll just take 5 minutes break while I need to go
Okay.
to Nature's
I
Calling.
still have a couple attacks left this turn too.
I know.
Now I can have a refill.
Exactly. And we'll get to those attacks in just a couple of minutes.
All right, while we are waiting, of course, if you're watching us for the first time, please hit that follow button down the bottom right-hand corner. All this follows mean everything to us. We just hit 200, which is fantastic. And Of course, we don't pester people to subscribe, but if you have the Amazon Prime membership, then you do get a free Twitch Prime subscription, which we do hound people for because it's free anyway. However, it's it's nothing to you guys but money for us. So, which helps us with coming up with cool overlays and things like that. So, if you subscribe for 3 months or more, we give you guys t-shirts with the Lords and Ladies of Fate logo on it. If you subscribe for 6 months or more, we actually have a very nice 32-ounce mug with laser etched logo on it that we give out. So something we often forget to tell everybody, but it's on our main page. Let's see, we have a 5th edition D&D game that should be starting up on Sundays soon, in a week or so. Mondays, we will be here for Star Trek, and that is 8:30 to 10 on Eastern Time. Wednesdays, we have started a Ruby campaign. That is, I think that's 8 until 10 Eastern Time, if I remember correctly. I'll have to double check that. Might be 8:30 till 10. But that started. That's been very good, very popular stream this season. And then, of course, Thursdays, we have Star Wars coming up this Thursday. Continuation of that, and then we alternate weeks on Thursdays to do that in Aliens, which should be wrapping up soon. So that's pretty much our schedule as it exists right now. But you can always follow the Discord, which will have casting calls and discussions about new streams up and coming, if you're interested in participating or just being aware of what's going on. So. And with that, I've talked enough.
Oh, it's fine. It's kind of a full schedule.
Yep, yeah. We're almost at 5 days, which is fantastic. Question really seems to be are we going to make it to TwitchCon this year? So, we'll see. It's in October. Still a ways away, but got to start planning soon.
Habanero cheese curds. Love them. Whew, they got heat.
Well,
which just makes my peach whiskey tea all the better.
Just to wash it down. Well, let's take it from the top once again then. Let's start with Sophia.
Again, standing behind her telekinetic force field, but she's going to again use telekinesis to pull the trigger on the gun that the floating cow now has pointed at his people. Yeah, it's a.
Moo! Is there another one that I can get to?
Oh yes,
this round.
Most definitely.
Okay. Yeah, then I think we're gonna tackle that one. Do a nice little throat punch, right into the right into the cow nose. Pull the ring out, maybe. This was a +2, right? Stats, okay. I need to write that stuff down. Yeah, +2. That's better. 16. Parry this, you filthy casual.
No, not gonna happen. Not in the slightest. Nope.
And I rolled crap for damage.
You did, but you
Slightly
also
more than-
rolled.
Yeah,
But you also rolled above his armor rating.
they have armor ratings.
If you have noticed that these Minotaurs are not in environmental armor.
That's a true statement. I figured they were supernatural.
They are not. And you did mention that you were going towards something along the heads and the
Yeah.
ring and the stuff
Yeah.
like that. So I'll rule that this Minotaur has been ripped apart by a giant fox.
I remembered to use my fox snout this time instead of my fists.
He is very, very dead.
Moo!
That fox going moo. Now that's gotta be a weird sight.
As I spit the giblets out over the side.
Right. Well, the Minotaurs are proper panicked. I am gonna do some horror rolls, even though it's not only the fear effect, it's just a general panic going on. Yes.
I do need to get some armor totems, though. That's for sure.
That's probably a wise idea.
Well,
However, this time it was kind of the reverse of last time.
oh,
There are now 2 cow people who still seem to be kind of shooty. The rest of them are either fleeing, hiding, flying, bleeding,
I'll make eye contact.
or otherwise not engaged with you or the slaves, for that matter.
Make eye contact, do a fox smile.
One of them just kind of drops his railgun and just go, "Moo!" However, we do have 2 who want to shoot. And one of them does want to shoot at the giant fox. You do make quite a target.
I have 1 attack left, which I'm dodging to cover.
I can.
This time I saved an attack to dodge rather than soaking it.
That's probably why.
Because that last time it really hurt my shoulder.
Those railguns do hurt.
It's only a 12.
Uh-oh.
That's probably not good enough, but yeah, it
You
happens.
You tried. You're gonna get some damage, but you tried.
I hit the cover just too late.
Yes, exactly. Rogue. 22!
Oh, shnikes. 37. 35 out of 68.
Ow. Chunks of your body is being torn off. It is quite painful.
I am bleeding.
I'm in
Fortunately,
danger.
You do have quite a lot of body at this point, but so. Danger
Although you
will
guys
never
might
do.
recognize, this looks a lot like the fox that napped inside the bar that first night.
Yeah,
bigger.
a lot bigger, really.
More holes.
Bleeding quite a lot more, one would
And
say.
bitier.
Fur.
Much bitier.
The other one will try to take a shot at Demetrius, as he's just standing there going,
I'm gonna try and dodge that, I guess.
I can understand that. Let's see. Ah, you don't have to. I miss.
These guys are wonderful.
They are not as veteran as I thought they were.
They're storm movers.
No!
Oh, yes, of course. That's the reason they can't hit shit because.
They apparently went to the Imperial Farm of Marksmanship.
So we get to Illustra.
Yep, I'm still gonna keep going around freeing people.
You are almost. You have almost run out of people in your near vicinity that are to be freed, but you're getting there.
Okay.
The people you help, of course, help other people. Well, the people who can, because some of them are just too exhausted to do anything but just lie down and go, You do notice that the 3 people that were talking to each other keep in your general vicinity kind of protective about you.
Okay.
And then we get to Demetrius.
I'm gonna try and take out that bubble again. Of course. Well,
You do not hit the bubble.
I hit something, but it's not the bubble.
You kind of just try to shoot around the bubble, thinking, if I just go just under it or something like that, and completely misses the bubble that covers the entire box. Well, one can fail every now and then. Does Sophia have any attacks left?
Sophia. No, she only had 4 attacks. I think we were on the 5th one, and Demetrius had a 5th attack. So
Cool. Then we. Chance, you used the last one for dodging, right?
Correct, I am out.
Cool. The Minotaurs are also out of attacks. Lustria, I'm guessing you are also out of attacks?
Yep.
Yes. And Demetrius, you said you have 1 left?
yeah, I have a 5th one left. Yeah.
Cool.
So I guess I'm going to try and shoot that bubble again.
Getting closer to it, it can only get better.
It can only get better. It can't get worse.
That's what they say.
Oh, and then you... Sorry, I jinxed
And then it gets worse.
I jinxed it. My fault.
Maybe I didn't hit the bubble, but I hit exactly where I was aiming the last time.
That tiny hole. It just... You're gonna weaken that point. That point will die. Ha!
I'm sure there's a support beam here somewhere.
Yes,
Somewhere.
getting there. I'm getting there. Right then. Well, as you mop up what is near you, we roll for initiative again as you see the glass of the box breaking. Apparently whoever was behind it isn't content to staying behind the force field. And you all get a sense of certain trepidation. The smell of sulfur surrounds you, and the glass breaks as you see a giant bull man-ish covered in kind of chitinous armor. Definitely not from this world. Smoke and fire from his eyes and his nose. You are quite welcome to make me a Lord Demon Monsters if you have such things,
Sure.
while I reveal the bull thingy.
No, I did not succeed.
Huh, I did not succeed either.
Nor did I.
None of you have any idea.
It's got horns. Shoot it.
It is now revealed on the Roll20.
Oh. Somebody's not been skipping shoulder day.
Yep.
It is about 4 meters tall, and it looks kind of angry.
Dude, you're supposed to stop injecting yourself, man.
Seems quite
Lay off
unhealthy,
the
I agree.
roids.
But I think it is time for a new initiative roll.
Alright, so 6 cents now is... That's only for the first round.
Yeah,
So this is
unfortunately.
gone. But I still have this.
It's a slow big guy.
Oh my lord.
Oh, you are slow as well.
And now for Sophia.
You're just bringing up the rear, Bill. You're the ringer at the end.
Well, she's better.
So he's alone now, right? There's all of the Minotaurs are gone. It's just him that's left.
Yes, indeed.
Hey.
Alrighty.
And Felix, you are definitely first, and you smell that this foul energy that you've been feeling all along definitely come from this guy.
He probably still needs to make a a horror factor check because it lasts for 4 rounds for 1 minute.
He specifically does
Unless they're
not need
immune.
to make a horror factor check.
Oh well. Worth a try.
Definitely.
All right.
Oh, do please remind me of such things. I don't always remember, but...
Would you say, for purposes of my major totem bow, that he counts as an alien intelligence or their essence fragments?
No, he's not that
Yes.
big.
Yeah, but like Splugorthians are
Mhm.
report to an alien intelligence.
No, but he's more demon-y.
Okay. That should count. Actually, let me double check that.
If you do have something against demons, that will work.
I'll just do want to double check that. Animal spells, that's all cool. Here we go. Damage by... Simple weapons, tomahawks, but they're incredibly powerful, destructive. Register as potent madam items. Have a spark of intelligence. This means creation. +1. Oh, +1 to all saving throws. +2 to save. I did not have those activated. Oh, look, I have more bonuses. +1 extra attack per melee when using the weapon. Oh, even better. Minor fetish of heritage and self. I need to write those down because I didn't realize I had those bonuses.
Oh, by the way, all the horror factor reminds me, you all have to save versus horror factor.
Mm.
Okay, no, but I do have some more bonuses there that I forgot about, so that's nice. Bonus versus horror factor, just the 2.
It's Demetrius, and he has bonuses against Perfector. In fact,
18.
both of these guys have seen a lot. in horror.
He has a horror factor of 13.
I'm scared.
You are quite scared, which is understandable. The 4-meter bull demon does not seem like he's friendly at all.
I don't like this one bit.
Oh crap. Okay, so Sophia's freaked out. She,
No, just no,
Rolled
no,
enough.
no, just ain't gonna mess with the bull demon. Well, that means if you fail that you lose initiative for this round and you lose half your attacks. But we are still starting with Felix, who might actually do some damage to this thing, you never know.
+1 strike. I think I might not get up next to him.
That's very wise.
He
Very,
seems to
very
have like
wise.
melee weapony things, right?
He does. He has claws and horns and hooves.
Yeah, I think I'm not going to get next to him by coming out of my fox form back into my totem warrior form, which I think it's instant. Just to double check. Basic look, it only spec conversion, most idioms assume. It doesn't say that it takes any time, so I
It
assume
doesn't.
that it's basically an instant.
It
Yeah.
is instant.
Now, would you say that that is my action returning back?
Nope.
Even better. I do have to spend 5 more PPE to return, just to mark that though. 31, 26, okay. I'm going to use my bow. My magic bow. Which
You
now I have 6
shoot that
attacks. Yes, I do. So, +1 all saving throws, +2, +1 to strike, +1 attack per round. Alright, and I have archery, which gives me another +1 to strike. And I have a base +1 to strike, so that's a +3. It's a 6!
That's just a hit. And he doesn't
Technically
dodge
it hits!
It
If he
hits,
doesn't
and
dodge.
He does not dodge.
Alright. Ooh, that was a good roll. 16 damage. That was a really good roll. Because this bow does 4d6.
The arrow just sticks kind of into the edge of his shoulder. It doesn't seem like it affects him a lot. He goes onward.
Ooh, he scares me.
But before we get to him, well, not a lot before, but before we get to, no, we don't, because Illustra is very, very scared, and Sophie's very, very scared. So we get to Demetrius, who is at this actually exact same time as this great bull demon. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you do your action.
Let's see. Let me consider my options here. I think it's time for me to go ahead and pull out my flaming sword. And yep. And then I'm not going to include the does double damage to. He doesn't look like a reptile, so I'm going to go.
He's not
just,
a reptile.
Just going to use the dripping blood with the tat. It's 20. It's 35 for that, and that does 66 mega damage.
You should definitely try to hit him.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So I'm going to run towards him with my giant claymore sword.
He runs to join you, which makes you within charge range.
All right. Well, he's just going to charge me, right?
Oh, yes.
I'm going to get finessey. I'm going to jump over him. He's 12. How high is he?
About 4 meters.
4 meters.
I can look it up in feet. Just a minute.
16 or 12 feet.
Yeah, 12 foot tall, right? Okay, so instead of jumping over him, I'm going to roll under him and have my sword come across his leg, the inside of his leg. Yep. Okay. Okay, and he has. I have an 18. Yep. Not bad, 22.
No, that's pretty good. I'll take that.
That makes it... Yep. Cool. He will also try to hit you while you hit him. I suspect you want to parry him as well.
Yes.
I'm a fan of Simo attacks.
Yeah,
I don't parry. I just strike.
Does he seem like he's, stronger than I am?
How strong are you at this point?
Let's see. I have a supernatural physical strength of 21.
Then you...
And I have a 17.
His claw with your sword He does seem somewhat hurt, but not a lot, to be truthful. He seems like he's okay.
All right, so I parry and then.
Hopefully, we still have a prisoner friend with a railgun.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's probably not gonna shoot into a close combat situation. But we do get back to Felix.
Yep.
Okay.
Who
I'm going to
might
shoot into a close
a-
combat situation.
Well, to be fair, you're using a bow and not a railgun.
Yeah. See, how far away are they? And what am I at? I'm going to do more damage with the bow. I will do more damage. I have more attacks. It does more damage. Yep, I'm sticking with the bow. I have a better statistical chance with the bow. Yeah. 21. With another 12 points of damage. Spirit arrows.
They go boing
Spirit.
anyway. I want them to go boing. They'll disappear.
Oh yeah,
after-
no.
First they go
They
boing,
totally, and then they vibrate
and then
and,
they go
everything.
Exactly. Yes. He seems like he's not too happy about all this boinging on his shoulders, but he goes onward with happiness in his claws. But before him, it is Illustra, who is now not totally terrified and can act, and just very scared.
Well, then, I mean, it seemed to work with the little bulls, so I think at this point, I might have to sing some more and see what happens.
Sing him a
Try
lullaby.
to soothe this beast.
To soothe the raging beast.
Yeah, he's very angry.
Give me a singing roll.
Oh, all right. Oh no, it was bad.
Ball.
It's bad. I'm a little.
Still a little scared.
Yeah.
The voice is a wavy,
Trembly.
little shaky voice.
I'm building up to it, guys. I'm building up to it.
A small squeak sounds from Illustra. Nothing else happens.
I'm like, move,
Sophia
bitch,
is
get out
also-
the way. Oh wait, that's not the song I wanted. Crap.
My milkshake makes the. Oh, sorry. Well,
Are they
Sophia is
dairy
also.
cows?
Yeah, exactly.
Sophia.
Sophia is also able to do something now, if you want.
I wish she had exorcism, but I didn't have foresight to pick that.
Exorcism would have
Would
been
have been
nice.
nice, yeah. Okay. So, I don't know how much this is going to work, but let's see, a 10-foot diameter per. No, that's not tall enough. She's going to cast another 25 MDC bubble in front of her to give her an extra.
It's probably a good
One
idea
bubble
to
in
tell you
front of
the
another
truth.
bubble.
Plop, plop, plop.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, the two dueling supernatural creatures is once again up for chopping each other to pieces. Let's start with you, Demetrius.
So I'm going to go for a stabbing attack to his flaming middle section there. I figured that's going to have to do something. So- And that is a 4 to strike.
Ooh.
So, yeah, okay, didn't make it.
I have a 21.
Weapon proficiency sword, does that give you anything on first level?
don't think
I'll
on
double
first
check because
level.
every weapon proficiency does different things, which is
Yeah, exactly.
Silly.
Which is annoying.
silly.
Except for some reason for all the modern weapons which have the exact same.
Yeah.
WP sword, damage bonuses, +1 to strike at level 1369, +1 to parry at 2, +1 to strike when thrown. So you get +1 to strike at 1.
Okay, but that only equals his defense, so he parried it or whatever.
He strikes away your sword with his claws and tries to strike you with his other claw, trying to pierce your abdomen.
Okay. I'm going to parry that.
Probably not gonna be a problem.
Oh.
Yep.
Yes, you parry that with laughable ease. And you are locked in an epic battle of not hitting each other.
But I'm keeping him busy. Nobody else.
Oh, yes, you most definitely are. Slowly chipping at his massive amounts of MDC. Well,
I really want to get up and punch him, but it's just not a good idea.
You're probably right. He does hit rather hard when he hits. when he hits. Felix.
I'm gonna take that magic holy bow there and have a 12.
You do hit.
Another. Ooh, that was a good one. 16 points of damage. 3, 5, 5, 3.
Well, you do seem to see some sort of ooze coming out of him this time. He does seem to bleed.
It bleeds, it dies.
Do you bleed? Which leads us to Illustra.
Well, the singing didn't seem to be too effective this time. I think. Is there another group of survivors that are just nearby that I can get to start cutting them loose?
No, not anyone who's not loose already.
Okay.
You do see some of the ones you've cut loose who's hiding, gibbering behind some cover.
All right,
Herd
well-
them toward the ship, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna start trying to help the people that are a little bit more hurt and can't kind of maneuver themselves as well to start moving.
Fair enough.
I just thought of something.
Hmm?
Sword is magical, and we're right next to a nexus, right?
Ah, yes.
My
do
damage
remember that next time?
Yes.
you
My
you
damage
probably
doubles.
would like. You probably would like to add that.
Yeah,
bonus.
Is that a native feature of your sword, or because your sword is magical?
because my sword is magical. Because it's.
I mean, my fetish is magical,
It is.
Mm-hmm.
so that's gonna do double damage.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, that's good to know.
Yeah, isn't it?
So, speaking of which, well, no, Sophie first. Sophia first.
Sophia again. I think she's going to try and help Demetrius by telekinetically pulling the one of the legs out from underneath of the demon.
I'm gonna make a saving throw against that.
Well, it's a psionics. Doesn't he have to roll like a 16 or higher against the master?
Yep.
Yep.
He does. And he doesn't.
He doesn't.
So he's off footing.
Sweet.
I will definitely give him some minuses, but it is your turn. Well, it is the both of the combating creatures.
Okay. Well, seeing the advantage there, I'm going to try again right through the chest.
Yeah, you do definitely hit this time.
Okay. So,
Remember the double damage.
yeah. Roll 6d6. How do you do a multiply 2? Or just do 12d6?
Yeah, it's probably
6. 40 points.
Ow!
Level 2.
Okay, now he looks hurt. Now he definitely looks hurt. You see a lot of the carapace being chopped off and burned by your sword, and ichor-ish blackness is running from his wounds.
Nice.
And he doesn't look scared. He looks more annoyed, really. But his body does look quite hurt. He is gonna try to repay the favor.
What's he gonna do? Hop at me?
No, he's just gonna try to claw you again.
Okay.
And he does hit quite well, even with minuses. Let's see. That would give him a 20.
Okay, well, my invulnerability is still working. So until the 75 MDC is lowered to 0, I'm immune to all physical damage attacks. So therefore, I'll roll, but it won't matter.
Oh, well, you'd still get MDC damage, right?
No.
The shield
The
would
shield
take
takes the
damage.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
of course.
In other words, he has to do over 75 points. Oh, crap. Points of damage. Roll 20 again. Hates me.
Well, you don't parry.
I don't If anything, I throw myself at his claws. Ah!
I can't take it. Oh, well, let's see. Yes, your shield takes a lot of damage, but it doesn't get through to you. 23. You do notice that this would probably have hit quite hard if it actually had gotten through.
All right.
Yes, Felix, once again.
As I say a quick prayer to the spirits to help empower my bow with the power of the ley lines. Dear spirits of the ley line. 22.
Nice.
You hit. You definitely hit.
Ah, damn,
What?
that didn't work. I tried to do it times 2.
Oh,
It didn't work.
I thought that's a really weird.
But 8 dice 6 gives me a 24.
That seems low.
It is. There's a lot of ones there. There are 3 1s and a 2 and a 3.
He does seem quite hurt, though.
Wait, did yours?
Yes.
Yours
Use
works.
the asterisks instead of
Ah.
points.
Oh. Oh. That makes sense. And it's still a 24 both ways.
You can't do that. You can't do damage rolls.
fate has decided.
And Bill can't.
Yes,
do...
fate has decided you will do 24 damage. That's it.
It's kind of like you, Nat. Your initiative has been 11 for about 4 rounds straight. Speaking of, last riot is your turn.
Okay. Oh yeah, so I'm helping people, getting them down to where I guess our designated evacuation zone is.
Well, you can see the exit anyway.
Yeah.
From where you came in, getting them there. You see that a lot of them can't really follow, but they're kind of helping each other, kind of huddling together by the exit, while the stronger ones try to help you do the same thing that you're doing. But yeah, you're doing that. And we get to Sophia.
Again, she's going to yank on that leg and see if he can't bring him down. So there's a couple attacks.
He does not. Almost on top of Demetrius. Which would have been bad.
All right.
But does lose his attack this round. And I see you have hit him with a 14.
Oh, no. Yeah, I was hitting him. Yeah. And it's actually a bonus. So it's a 19.
Oh,
20.
you definitely hit.
Yep.
He cannot parry while lying on his face. He is rather indignant about the whole thing.
So, let's see. Roll. Why am I not doing it? 66. 2. There we go. 32 points of damage.
Very nice. You chop off an arm.
Yeah.
Just the arm just kind of disappearing, almost spontaneously combusting. And he has no attack because... Yes. And Felix.
Well, I mean, I guess I'm gonna do another attack at a, this die 20 plus 3 at a 17.
Definitely.
And for damage wise, this one is gonna be like 48 points of damage. Watch this. I'm gonna hit this.
Don't jinx it. You
Got
jinxed-
another
you jinxed it.
24 points of damage.
You jinxed it.
Another 24.
You shouldn't have said anything, man. But that being said, as your arrow hits the back of the head of this lying giant, it fits right in between the skull, and a flash of flame, sulfur, and sulfur smell blinds you all for just a brief second as you see the demon return to Hades.
Nice.
And I think that's just where we're gonna end for the night. It seems like it fits pretty well with the time. Very well done.
Sophia, can you take care of this for me?
Yeah,
again?
yeah. Sophia
It kind of
rushes.
stings a little.
Sophia
You will
rushes to
definitely
the
help
side to perform her hypnosis and healing.
You also, all of you, get 2,000 XP.
Nice.
All right.
I think it's the first time we've gotten experience.
It is, which is why you get 2,000.
Which that should be enough to level us.
For some OCCs, I don't think all OCCs, but I know a dragon will only level up at 3,000. So, but
I was so yeah. When you saw my screen there, I was looking up lyrics because my next song was gonna be. I guess that's why they call it the Moves. But but we've resolved that situation.
Why they call it the moves.
All right. So we did all of our plugging midstream. So again, if you like what we're doing, please hit that follow button down at the bottom right. We will be back on Monday for Star Trek, Wednesday for Ruby, Thursday for Star Wars, and then we'll be back again here next Saturday for some for more Rifts. Let's see if I can put together a raid real quick without too much empty air here. Yeah, this looks cool. All right, we'll do these guys. We haven't done them in a while. Vorpal Tales. They always have some cool stuff going on. So if you like what we're doing, you'll probably like what they're doing because they're doing cool stuff too.